I'm Billy Dragon, and I'm a hag main. Been a hag main since 2018-19, and I'm not really a developer, update person type of reviewer. I don't do these things, but I've been listening to what people are saying about the hag and stuff, and that's caught me eye a bit. So I'm going to discuss the update briefly, and then get into what I want to talk about, which is on the screen. Let's go into the update now and just have a brief look in there. So the blood red, yeah, all good. Visual terror radius, I hope it doesn't turn into another Fortnite type of thing, where you can see killers coming from a mile off. Pardon me. Oh my god. Map reworks, cool. Healing, about time, eh? Boons, yeah, I agree with that. Perk updates, okay. Killer updates, okay. Nurse and Wraith, cool, I like that. Okay, now we get to the hag. Right, so let's talk about the hag and what they said about the hag. Arguably the most impactful flashlights have long been the sole counter to the hag's phantasm traps. Not only could they reveal the arrival of the near traps, but shining a flashlight at the trap would destroy it. Removing the flashlight effect from the hag's power is a little trickier, since it would leave survivors with no option but to set up a trap and risk the hag teleporting to it. To ensure that this doesn't make the hag too oppressive, we are adding the ability to wipe away its phantasm trap. In order to do so, survivors will need to spot the trap, crouch over it to avoid setting it off, then perform a several second long action to clear it. Okay. That is a nerf and a buff for me, because my build consists of Corrupt Intervention, Franklin's, Save the Best for Last, and Jolt. I use Corrupt Intervention to cut the map in half, so I look at the furthest end where they blocked, trap the middle part of the map, and I work myself towards the survivors, trapping as I go in, trapping the routes. Then hopefully I meet the survivor after about 3 or 4, I don't know, 6, 5 traps, and then I go on the offensive then. And once they're running down from the corrupt generators, I meet the middle part of the map where my most important traps are, and they get caught because they don't expect traps on routes. They expect traps to be on generators, windows, pallets, and what have you. I use traps and bottlenecks, what have you, so they don't expect them. Franklin's gives me the option to trap items, because all survivors are materialistic creatures. They like the flashlights and they like the medikits and what have you. But now, with flashlights being not as important, they won't go back for them, will they? So I can't trap, well, there's no point trapping flashlights because they won't go back for them unless you have to flashlight saves. But so I'm going to have to use something else, like make a choice or something. I'll go back to Iron Grasp and bring the basement to play. That's a good possibility. But anyway, so that's a nerf to me. I want the flashlights to be working against me, so I can trap them. So let's carry on and let's talk a bit more. While this will allow survivors to clear traps, it'll now be much more difficult and time consuming to do so. Cool. Because most survivors look at the trap and say, no, that's a trap, the mark on the floor, the triangular mark on the floor, that's a trap, we'll go and disable it. What they don't realise is the trap is wider than the mark. Some survivors do. Some survivors are quite clued up, but some aren't. And the ones aren't, get caught. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting, and it gives me more time to have my traps on the floor. Will we get notified with the trap being disabled, like we did with the flashlight? I don't know, because when the flashlight disables a trap, you hear like a burning sound, so you know somebody's burning traps. So you trap differently. So will you get notified when a trap has been disabled by a survivor? That's interesting. I need to know about that one. Excuse me. So where was I going with this now? Yeah. So people are flashlight. This prevents blah blah blah. Continuing to do so. Although, additionally, this prevents a survivor with flashlight from destroying the hag's traps mid-chase. That's a bit really does annoy me, because if you chase with a hag, I would say you're going to lose most of your matches by chasing, because the hag is not built for chasing. She's a teleport killer. She's not your average killer that likes chasing. She doesn't chase. The only survivor that you want to chase is an injured survivor who is in a bad situation, and you're going to win that chase. That's the only time you chase with a hag. If you're chasing in a healthy survivor, you will never catch him. You want to use your traps as efficiently as you can. And if you're going to chase the survivor into a trap area. But then, you're talking about chasing. You don't chase a hag, you teleport. If you're not teleporting, your traps are in the wrong place. And you need to rethink your trap placement. Because ideally, you need to trap the routes going to important areas of the map, like a trap route, a route to a generator, a route to a hooked survivor, a route to a chest, a route to a boom, a route to here, a route to there, bottleneck them. So mid-chase, please don't chase the hag. I've seen people do it, just don't do it. If you chase the hag, like I said, you're going to lose a lot more than you're going to win. I did in the beginning. I chased with a hag. You do as you learn in the beginning. You don't use traps as you should do. You use traps and generators, windows, pallets. Yeah, you do trap those areas, but that's just like secondary trap. Your bread and butter, like I said, is your root traps. That's why the trapper, a good trapper will have traps on roots. Yeah, they'll catch survivors off guard. Same way as a hag. I've seen people using monitor and abuse on the hag. Why? That just encourages you to chase with a hag, creep up with a hag. You don't do that. You're a teleport killer. Use your ability as a teleport killer. Surprise your prey. You are a spider, a house spider, and use your web to catch your prey. A spider will never catch a fly. But if you put your web in the right place, you will catch a fly. You know what I mean? So there you go. That's my reaction to it. In all fairness, it's a buff to the hag. Traps will take long to get destroyed. But for me, it's a nerf, because I can't trap flashlights. So I can trap them, but they won't be as precious as they used to be, because they can't burn traps away with them, so they won't use them. So when they drop them, they won't go back for them. So that's just, I don't know, unless it's a rare flashlight and they want to keep the flashlight for next match, they might go back for them. But I don't know. I'm gonna have to start using a different perk, I think. But anyway, that's my thoughts on it. I'm tired of people saying that's such a low tier killer. and no one uses her. There's no hag mains. Yes, we are. There's loads of hag mains, and we are passionate about our friend Lisa. Me and Lisa, we've been married since 2018, and we're happily married, and we get on so well together. So yeah. So saying that there's no hag mains out there is incorrect by a huge margin. There would be more hag mains if people didn't listen to bad advice regarding the hag and how to use her. Yeah. Anyway, I'm on Twitch and no longer on YouTube. I use YouTube to rant and to hopefully do like film reviews later on. YouTube at the moment is not my not my go-to place, because the policy has changed against violent games and what have you, so you can't really upload, can you? But I'm on Twitch. Dilly Dragon TTV is called now. It used to be called Dilly Dragon, but now it's called Dilly Dragon TTV. I will leave it a link in the description. Come and join us over there. I do have hag tutorials on my channel as videos. Have a look at them, and that will explain a lot more about the hag than I've just basically just run over with my little rant going on here. Yeah, so come and join us. We're a friendly bunch. We just don't talk about game, we talk about everything. A couple of things we don't talk about, and that's politics and religion. We don't talk about that. It causes more arguments than anything else. But anyway, come and join us. We are a friendly bunch. Yeah. See you there. Come and follow us. Come and join the community. Come and join the dragons. Together, stronger together. Or whatever you can say it. Anyway, bye for now.